Hello everyone, this is Dave Deese. Welcome to 5-Minute ProDev, where I get to share with you some professional development skills. In this video, we're going to talk about critical thinking in the workplace. So why is critical thinking so important? Well, questioning the way you do something or how something has always been done allows you to look at the periphery for new and better efficient ways to work. You might have different things you've always been doing the same way, but keeping an eye out to the sides to figure out, are there other ways of doing this to make it even better or more efficient? And the Association of American Colleges and Universities, a survey by Hart Research Associates, and they revealed that 93% of employers value critical thinking over the candidate's undergraduate degree. More so than just where you went to college, are you a critical thinker? Will you constantly be looking at better, more efficient ways of performing your job and for your organization to do business? There are some challenges to critical thinking. It's tricky in a highly regulated workplace such as government agencies, healthcare, and finance. So these industries and others are regulated about how you get things done or why you get things done, or the fact that you have to complete certain tasks. So critical thinking isn't impossible in these. It's just a little more tricky because when you're looking at other ways of doing things, you don't want to break any rules or laws, but you still need to go find more efficient ways of doing your work. So one thing to do when you want to be a critical thinker is to ask some questions. What do I know now? How have I always done things? How do I know that? How did I know what I know? What was my source and was it reliable? And do I have more than one resource? Am I trying to prove something or am I motivated to make an improvement? So these are things to ask yourself when you want to use some critical thinking. Critical thinking says challenge common sense. Is common sense the only reason we do this? Do other methods hold the possibility of better results? And what if we tried another way? And is there another working model we can look at? Is there another working model? Yeah, we think we're doing it right, but are there other ways of doing things and getting things done? So you constantly question what may seem as common sense to see if there are better ways of doing things. Now, we all have certain biases, and one of the things to make sure is that you are aware of your biases. In other words, there's one bias called confirmation bias, which says you may not always be right. And in this picture, we're showing one person looking at this number, they see a 6, but the other person from their angle, they see a 9. And I think that's telling. Just because you're looking at it from your perspective doesn't make it right. Action bias. Don't be so quick to act. Take a breath. Sometimes when you're looking at a task or given a challenge, we're very quick to go ahead and do what we've always done. Stop, take a breath, and find out, is there a better way than what my action bias always tells me to do? Then there's an association bias, which simply says, because we did this, this was the action. But is that really true? Is that the only reason? So an example could be, why did the rain dance work? Well, did it really work, or did the rain dance work because we danced until it rained? So that would be telling us maybe the rain dance didn't work. It's just that we kept dancing until it did rain. Another thing to do to become a good critical thinker is to do your research on critical thinking, then read some more. Read and research opposing views, or do what's known as peer review. If you have one point of view that you think is right, find out what someone else's point of view is before you act on your specific task or work. And always be willing to learn. So some of the best practices in critical thinking, you want to make sure you're doing an analysis of facts. Making sure you're making decisions based on facts, not just on opinion. Question what's normal. Just because we've always done things this way or certain things tell us to do things a certain way doesn't necessarily mean it's the only way. So question the norm. Logical thought to solve problems. Using what's logical, not necessarily just the way things have always been done, but try to put some logic behind it. You can work independently within a team. So you are a team member, you belong to a team, and you have a very unique skill set. Work independently, but always make sure you're working with your team. And by doing so, you'll be trusted to get the job done. Here's a very important note. Critical thinking is not about being critical of people. It's about being critical of the way things are being done, not critical of other people. Here's a great quote: "Great minds discuss ideas, average minds discuss events, small minds discuss people." And that's been accredited to many popular people throughout time, to include Anonymous. Don't criticize people, you criticize the different ideas. Our reading list, ready to go. Instructional strategies that build collaboration, communications, and critical thinking, and how they all work together. And then the field guide to lies, which talks about critical thinking with statistics and scientific method. And that is critical thinking in the workplace. Thanks for watching. Feel free to like the video and subscribe to our channel for more quick tips on professional development, Microsoft 365, and Microsoft Teams. If you'd like to see more in-depth videos, or perhaps would like customized training on professional development or Microsoft 365 applications, check out our website at www.knowledgewave.com. The KnowledgeWave Learning Site offers access to thousands of on-demand videos and training that are constantly updated to address all the newest features that Microsoft has to offer. Visit our site or call us today to learn more.